Hi, friends. How are you all doing? I welcome you all for this new spin off the things what I'm currently doing. This is Karthik Viswanathan, by the way. I'm a founder of BibWall. So, what I'm just doing at the moment is I'm getting so many different questions in different formats. So, I just thought of just packaging a few of the questions and then present to you all so that it can create wider impact because those are like beautiful questions that have been asked. Like few questions, yes, I have already responded, and few questions it was like super very intriguing for me. So I thought of just bringing you all those questions from this week. All right, without no further ado, let's go into this particular session. And then I call this one as beautiful questions, right? So because it's really beautiful, the most beautiful question gets a beautiful answer. That's one of my favorite quotes I read from one of the books. So that's having said that, the very first question which I wanted to share with you all is from this is the question asked by one of my mentors, Tatra Street, and shout out to Tatra if you're watching this or whenever you're watching this one. How to recover from shin splints, right? So this is coming from an active lifestyle background of shin splint. If you're hearing for the very first time, if you're a walker, jogger, runner, so that will be a pain that you might be experiencing. The person might be experiencing just below the running knee till your toes that are in the front portion of it. So that's where the shin is. So sometimes like the shin splints can be occurring for a few reasons. That's based upon my own experiences. So the few reasons, one being maybe like an the shoes play an important role. If you are not a barefoot runner, if you're wearing a shoe, so please check for the shoes. So what I mean by the shoes is like whether it has been becoming old or wear and tear, whether it is wanting a new change, go for it. Or if you are wearing an incorrect shoe, so the shoe positions are based upon the arch, the foot arch, whether it can be neutral or it can be rolling in or rolling out, or it need a stability shoe. So that's what like we need to check for it, whether you're having a low arch or a medium arch or a very high arch. So based upon that, we need to pick our shoes. So the shoes will be coming with the relevant foams. So it will be supporting the arch, which enables you to walk, jog, and run or sprint very casually without any niggleness or any uncomfortness into the shin, because that is the very first thing that you have to look. And second thing, maybe the posture with which like you are stepping it. So watch for that. The posture, like we always recommend to just land on the front side of the front balls of your foot, not on the tippy toes, just below that. So in that way, that gives a proper rhythm, and you can just always get that shock absorption if you prefer. So that's what you can get it. So that will be the second one. Yeah, and the third one, which I just believe is like proper and consistent warm up and warm down is always important, and especially while you're doing warming up and warming down, try to do and warm up your shin area of the muscle. So one simple exercise that you can do, just lean against a wall, like as if like you're pushing against the wall, and feel the stress into the splints. So or Google for shin splints exercises or warm up. There will be like heaps and heaps of information available, and then you can just follow one of them, or you can just look into one of my warming up videos, which I can just put it in the link in the show notes, right? So that's one. So that's the very first question I just wanted to address, because walking, jogging, running, riding, active lifestyle is one of my things which is very close to my heart. So I just wanted to pick up this particular question, and thanks Tatra for asking this question. So thank you so much, and let's go on to the next one. So the next question, it's something, this is a question which was asked at me like in time to time from different people, and the very latest person who asked this question was one of my good friends, Nanda. So shout out to Nanda. He is really getting into his act together to get into his own show. So the question is like, should I always invite guests? So based upon my experience with the What is Your Marathon podcast show, so it is purely drives down to, it depends is what the answer that I would say. But my preference is to go for the combination of the solo episodes and also the guest episodes for a few reasons, obviously. One being that will, if you do some solo episodes, that will definitely let you to connect with the people, with the audience, with your own community or a tribe, whatever the name we call, right? Because you would be able to share some of your stories, and then very often, like knowingly or unknowingly, you will be sharing your interests, so people can start to relate like who you are as a person. Say I'm talking in front of you now, like you can relate to me as a person who really endorse this active lifestyle, and anything to do with that thing, yes, I'm just pretty passionate about it. So that kind of a personal touch, and people can able to relate to that, and then people can definitely start to listen more of you. So that's why like a solo episodes are important. And also like you can as yes, guests are important, and then you can start inviting them. And one of the things that it'll be adding is like the more episodes you do, the better you can find your voice in terms of like your rhythm, or in terms of your tone of expressions, or in terms of picking up the different topics that what you're expressing. So that will give you pretty much more confidence when you're approaching guests. You can always approach the guest from the right from your first episode till whatever the number of episodes is, but keeping as a combination of both will take you for a long way. And the other reason would be like one of the practical reasons which I face, like when I approach for the guests, sometimes like people will be really busy, right? People will be having my key person of influence people. That's whom like I will be approaching to. They will be having their own busy calendar, so getting their time would be a bit tricky sometimes. Like they would be just saying like, okay, we can do it, Karthik, we can do it, but let's do it maybe after 30 days. So, and the same thing would be said by two or three different person, meaning that you may not be having a consistent episode to be going for the next few weeks. So in that way, solo episodes can become a good alternative, and also create more value to your own customer, to your own audience group. So combination is the way to go, is what my preference is. And happy to just listen to your thoughts, or if you're having otherwise, so I can always learn from you all. So that's the second question. And the third question. Right. So this is one of the questions that's been asked by one of the students, like when I'm just delivering my 1-1-1 action taking framework. Yes, it is 1-1-1 action taking framework, which is a framework for transforming the habit formation journey. So when I was delivering this workshop to one of the colleges back in India, so the question got asked was like, because it's all about habits, and the student he wants to understand like what is the he wants to ask me like what is the one tip that I can just give to control stress, right? So being in this coaching for a while, like I can just say the very first thing I was just about to say is, if we wanted to control stress, the first thing we need to understand or to know that we are experiencing that particular feeling. So without understanding or without feeling that, yes, that kind of an emotion is setting into us, we can't really control or manage or do whatever the thing that what we are going to do with that particular feeling. So first thing, let's observe ourselves. Let's try to label those emotions. Okay, this is a kind of say I'm feeling maybe like pretty much like I'm feeling anxious. Yeah. So if that's a feeling, let me tell like, yes, I'm feeling anxious. So in that way, that gives me an opportunity to pass myself between the feelings and the real me. So I'm feeling super happy. So if I start observing my own feeling, then that's a very first step that we need to take, and then that will be unfolding a lot many different things, how to manage that particular feeling. The same holds good for the stress. If you feel like this is stress, so start labeling it, and then start understanding when am I getting it, whether I'm getting it somebody in terms of, okay, so in terms of the time, because the stress is coming because of the time pressure, or because of the productivity pressure, or because of something like you are being stressed just because like you're thinking what other people would be thinking about you. So we need to start understanding that. Just start understanding it. Don't beat yourself. Just start pass it and see like in what ways it's coming through. So that's a very first thing. And once you start doing that, then that passing thing that I was just talking about, like give like 3 seconds or 4 seconds or 5 seconds, just the pass between you and that particular feeling. Then slowly you will see that gradually you will be able to manage the stress very much easily. So that's a very first tip to give, and I can talk more on this one, and then yeah, we will pass on the comments and then go from there. We can just have some conversations, and definitely I'm planning to just go and talk about this particular thing on a separate session itself. Right. So that's the question number three. And yeah, question number four, how do I feel about writing a book? This is one of the questions many of my friends are asking right now. And then for you all listening right now, I just wanted to say, yes, I'm writing a book. The book name is 21 with 1. It's a book of 21 interesting runners' habits, which can be adapted into life and business with 1% improvement hack for each and every day. So that's why it's called 21 with 1. And how do I feel about writing a book, right? This is my very first book. To just put it on the records, yes, it is. This is my very first book. I'm writing it, and then how to say, I'm feeling kind of it's like a rewarding experience for me, because this is an opportunity for me to create more impact, because people who read, they will read. People who watch this video, they will watch this video. People who watch this, listen to this audio as a podcast, they will do it. So it is my responsibility to reach out to all these people in their own medium and try to add more value. And then writing a book, it's just all like getting all these different aspects and different elements are coming together in my life from the past few experiences of running all these different runs as a casual recreational runner, and getting more people to just get into that journey as a jogger, walker, runner as well. So this book is pretty close to me, because I just wanted to get this habit out there. And then also 21 habits, because as I was saying earlier, yes, I'm more into that habit formation transformation journey for people. So I just want to combine these two of running habits and then how people can really action upon. So how do I write it? Yes, how do I feel it while writing it? Sometimes I stuck for the content, how stuck for the structure, but stuck for the real input. So at that time, I just take a pass, and then I'll just go back and then come back. I'll get it. Sometimes I do a video and then get get help from one of my good friends. Shout out to Renuka. So if you're watching this one, yeah, thank you so much for pushing me in getting those chapters through to you. So that's fine. And also shout out to the team from Kadai Connects, right? So they're doing illustration for each one of those chapters. So shout out to all of them. So thank you so much. So that's a kind of it's a rewarding experience for me. It's a new territory, but definitely I'm very new in this journey of book writing. But definitely I'll be sharing more and more as we come. And then I have completed my first draft. So also now I'm approaching more people to interview to get their input. So it'll be more. It'll be a bundle of values in one single book. So that's what I'm just trying to do it. So yeah, it is close to me, and then I'm feeling very much. It's a rewarding experience for me. All right. So that's the response. And the last question I got, I got 5 questions, right? So what is virtual running event and how it is conducted? What do you mean by virtual running event and how it is conducted? So this is one of the questions that's been asked by one of our team members who's helping us in developing bid walls from Kwanzaa Infotech. So shout out to Kwanzaa Infotech team members. So they are asking what do you mean by virtual running event? So as a part of to just give a background, from bid wall perspective, bid wall is a rewarding a platform for runners, walkers, joggers, and by connecting them with the local businesses and race organizers. So now we are in a stage of introducing virtual events, virtual walking, jogging, and riding events, right? So what do I mean by this one is virtual events. We will be posting around this is a challenge that you have to do. Say we are thinking around going around your own area, so going around your council or going around your district. Say for example, go around Windham or go around Chennai or go around Erode. So go around with that, meaning that you would be doing that particular race in your home or around your neighborhood just by doing like 1 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 10 kilometers, depending upon the day, depending upon your thing. You'll be doing in your own area, but we will be having some smartness and tech to just get back all your race events by connecting them with applications like Stravas or Runkeepers and whatnot, and we will be tracking you like how far you have gone in your circumference. Say for example, Wyndham. This is the place I'm living in Victoria, Australia. So this is the council. So this council has when I'm just put the map of Wyndham, and I'm just drawing a boundary for the map of Wyndham, it will be around 123 kilometers. So the event will be going, say, for 2 months or a month or so, and each and every day, whenever you do on a staggered basis, on a daily basis, or on a periodic basis, each and every time your icon will be moving from the start. Say if you've done 10 kilometers, then you just virtually will be showing that yes, you have moved 10 kilometers up. And the same way, each and every day as you progress, you will be moving as a virtual going from all the throughout the boundary of the Wyndham. So that's a kind of a virtual event. So this is like a flavor of a virtual event. So that in that way, like you feel more connected to your own council, to your own district, to your own belonging, and also it will be a joy to watch you to just go around the particular place. And then also we are planning to just give more inputs and more fun facts about your own area. So that's what it's all about, virtual running. Yes, you run in your you do your event, you do your activity in your own place, but the results will be recorded, and then we will be mapping out into a kind of a virtual event. And yeah, the perks and everything will be there based upon the event, how it is unfolding too. So that's the virtual event. And apart from BibWall, there are heaps and heaps of other races as such. So BibWall, we are giving a unique experience about going around your smaller area. But what I'm saying is, like, recently I ran a Dubbo Stampede virtual race. So since like with this COVID stuff, like we are all doing this virtual thing, we could not able to do a physical race. Say I could not reach out to that particular Dubbo place and then do the physical run. Instead of that, on that particular same day, given weekend, I was just running in my neighborhood and recording the result and giving back to them. So they record it as of like I have been there and done there. So that's the virtual event is all about. And it's all about like letting people to do whatever the activity of their own preference to enable the active lifestyle. So that's what this virtual event is all about. And yeah, that's how like virtual running event is all about, or running, walking, jogging, or riding event is all about. Okay, so those are the 5 questions that I just wanted to present to you all with all my responses. And please start if you like this particular video on the content, start liking it, give some comments and give some ratings, subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching from. So please do so. This will be enabling me to just put more and more content to you. So yeah, and also if you're watching via YouTube, just click on that particular bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I'm putting a new video up. Right, I'm getting used to this saying this one, right? So you'll be getting familiarized with this one. Yep, like, subscribe, and bell icon. All right, bye-bye. And this is Karthik Viswanathan. Until the next, I think in the next week, definitely I'll be curating more questions from whatever my interactions are. All right, bye-bye, and please subscribe.